Welcome to the Cruise Retreat Podcast. Hi, I'm Rita Perez, and I'm a travel advisor specializing in, you guessed it, cruise ship retreats. This podcast is for service-based entrepreneurs and corporate decision makers to learn more about staying everyone's favorite company with a cruise ship retreat. Ready to increase your client or employee retention? Listen in on this week's show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Cruise Retreat Podcast. I'm super happy that you are here today as usual. How is everything going? I don't know about you, but it has been a little bit of a hodgepodge the past couple of weekends. Happy belated Mother's Day to all of the cruising mamas. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend relaxing or doing whatever it is that you love doing best. I have two things I wanted to share. So I guess it's kind of like a catch-up episode almost. I wanted to share both some resources and also a really surprising statistic that I just learned about today. So if you don't know, Clubhouse finally opened up to Android users, aka me. I have not jumped on the Android. I'm definitely on the Android bandwagon. I have not jumped onto the Clubhouse bandwagon because of that. And so I had somebody in the industry offer an invite, so I went ahead. And the very first Clubhouse that I sat in on was talking about working with corporate clients. And I found it very fascinating because one of the statistics that was shared is that there's going to be 27% of the workforce looking for a new job in the next month or so. Holy guacamole. Almost a third of job seekers, or almost a third of the working population, is going to be seeking a new job or changing jobs in just a couple of days. That is so crazy to me. I feel like that's like a really high number. So a big concern that I'm hearing on the corporate front is just that. Obviously, people don't want to lose anybody, but how can they maintain great engagement, great work culture with their people and not lose them? And this is one of the things they were talking on the Clubhouse talk, or I don't know the lingo of Clubhouse yet, and I don't anticipate me spending too much time there. But the presenter was speaking, and I'm like, yeah, you just need a cruise ship retreat. I was like, you guys don't know about that yet, but it's the best kept secret that I'm trying to let everybody know about. And of course, like, you're not going to be sailing anytime soon right now, but I feel like that would be super awesome. Like, people are either starting to come back to work in the office, or you're starting to increase engagement to help people, avoid that burnout that they've probably been experiencing for the past year or so. And, if it was me, what better way to keep me active and engaged than saying, hey, you know what, in just a couple months or this time next year, we're going to be heading out on a cruise retreat. And we're going to pay it forward to you guys, say thank you, give you some awesome education, but also give you a chance to lay loose with some of your coworkers and bond outside of these boring four walls that we see every day, or the boring four walls that you have at your home office. It's time to get away. And it just makes me so excited. And man, it almost feels like the Hunger Games as well. Like, hearing a third of the workforce is gearing up to change jobs or get back into the workforce in the next month. Whew, man, I'll be praying for all you people who have to go through that, because that is intense. I don't know if it's ever been like so fluid as it is about to be. So how can you help increase that retention, increase that engagement? Hopefully you already have the right foundation set in place, like we talked a couple of weeks ago with Shelley D. Smith about having your playbook ready, because culture is a priority for your organization and people are number one. But one of the extensions of your playbook can be your cruise retreat. So if you need any help, if you're like, what are you talking? This is the first time I've listened to you read. You're going to want to take a sneak at episode 38 to episode 42. And that takes you through the whole cruise retreat process, where you pick out your cruise, you calculate your budget, you plot out your planning dates, you build your curriculum, and you figure out how you're going to captivate your audience. So that is in the cruise retreat series, starting with episode 38. And there's 5 episodes total, and they're all less than 20 minutes. So quick, bite-sized, simple to enjoy. In addition to that, a good compliment is that I have a Facebook group called Cruise Retreats. I'm going to link it into the show notes. I haven't really promoted it too much, but I'm having people express interest in wanting to know more. So if you wanted to have conversations off of the podcast, of course, and you're not yet ready to schedule a brainstorming session, go ahead, join the Facebook group, and I am planning to have, or be at least more engaging, since that's kind of like our topic, be a little bit more engaging in that group and give some lovely tidbits also. I feel like I give some pretty great information in different avenues, like here in this podcast. I also have a weekly email that you can sign up for off of my website. And that is, of course, free every week. And I also, if you don't want to be on the email, you can also find that same article is later posted to my website blog and as a LinkedIn article. So I am everywhere you need me to be, whatever is most convenient to you. And that's really all that I have for you this week. I'm sorry I don't have any meaty, juicy, tangible information except for that juicy figure that I found earlier hearing off of a Clubhouse chat. But I'm hoping to have some super awesome content for you in the next couple of weeks. I am going to be working on some destination series, so I hope you can gear up for that as well. But you guys have a wonderful week. Join me in the Facebook group and invite me on Clubhouse now that I'm active. I'm at Rita Ventures. So follow me or invite me to any of the talks that you're having soon. And I can't wait to utilize Clubhouse a little bit more, even though I'm a little hesitant at the same time. But I will be seeing you in all sorts of places on the interwebs. Again, have an awesome week. Thank you for joining me on the Cruise Retreat podcast. Please subscribe and leave the show a rating on your favorite podcast platform. And don't forget to take a look at the show notes for important information and links. See you next week.